Alright everybody, welcome back to the Savage Squirrel Show. I'm Scott the Savage Squirrel. Now, Mighty Number 9 is an upcoming action platform game that's being produced by Keiji Inafune. And it's a title that I've been looking forward to since its Kickstarter project was announced a few years back. Unfortunately, I had recently heard that the project has been delayed until early 2016. So in the meantime, I'd like to talk about Keiji's original creation from back in the late 1980s. That's right folks, I'm talking about the Blue Bomber himself, Mega Man. Now, Mega Man was a series I almost missed out on because when the game was originally released, the artwork on the box was so fucking bad that my friends and I wanted nothing to do with it. We would just sit there and laugh and make fun of the ad that Capcom put out in the Nintendo Fun Club magazine. I mean, seriously. Look at this fucking shit. It's fucking terrible. Would you buy a game that looks like this? Of course not. And the ad didn't even show any of the game's real graphics, so you had no idea what to expect. So we were like, fuck it. We just assumed it was a shitty game back then. Well, anyway, later on I was proven wrong. And now Mega Man is one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. So, come on. Let's go check this fucking shit out. Yeah. Take a good look at that fucking shit. You would think that in the future he would have like a ray gun or something, but no. He's got like a regular 20th century fucking firearm. The fuck is that shit? Oh fuck it, let's get started.
Alright, there it is, Mega Man. Released in North America by Capcom back in 1987. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see here, you can pick between 6 different stages. Everyone has a different preference of who they'd like to take out first, but when it comes to Mega Man, the first boss I'd like to go after is Cutman, and the reason for that is Cutman is the easiest boss to take on with Mega Man's regular Buster Cannon. So we're going to start with Cutman, and then I will show you the best order in which to take out each and every one of Dr. Wily's robots. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, first of all, this is not going to be a long playthrough, so I'm not going to go through the entire game. I am just going to cut through certain parts of the game to show you some tricks that I've learned back in the 1980s so that when you play the game, your gameplay experience is less frustrating. With Mega Man, the stage design is very rough around the edges. And the reason why I chose to talk about this game is because I was watching Pat the NES Punk play this during his last marathon back in 2014, and I saw him get frustrated with some of the stages, so I figured I'd, give him a little hand and show him a few tips and tricks that I've learned. And Mega Man is actually a really, really good game. It's not as good as the second one. The second one is much better, but this one is still awesome. And it's the only Mega Man game that has points, which nobody really gives a shit about, but they're there, so fuck it. Let's just enjoy the fucking game. Okay, once again, I am not going to insult your intelligence with the controls for this game. Look, seriously. If the 2016 Republican candidates can figure it out, so can you. I'm not going to talk down to you like you're some kind of fucking child. But let's just get that fucking shit out of the way, okay? Alright, let's get moving. Now, you're probably wondering, how did I end up playing Mega Man, even after I said that the artwork was so fucking terrible I wanted nothing to do with it? Well, here's the story. 2 years after this game was released, this kid that used to live around the block from me, let's just say his name is Rick, invited me over to his house to play some NES games. Well, Mega Man was one of them. And after playing, 2 or 3 stages, I've become hooked. I thought this was one of the greatest games I've ever seen. So, in 1989, this game was already hard to find. It was already rare. And, we didn't have eBay or anything like that, so we can, find this shit. So I had to search through every freaking video store and every store around the Schaumburg area just to get my hands on this fucking title. And I found one at a video store. And I had to wait until somebody returned the game because some kid rented it and wouldn't return the game. So I had to sit there and call the store every single fucking day until that fucking bastard returned the game so I can fucking play it and hold it on to it for a fucking month, which is exactly what I fucking did. I paid the $2 a day just so I can beat this fucking game. And let me tell you, it was quite an experience. But as far as that kid Rick that invited me over to play it, I actually saw him 2 years later when we were in high school. And I ran into him on the school bus. And I walk up to him and I said, "Hey, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while." And he was this big, roided out fucking football player. I mean, big, tough, mean looking guy. And when I knew him, he was just a fat video game nerd. But anyway, he's like, you still playing video games, you fucking Nintendo powered dork? And I'm like, yeah. But it's just strange that some fucking big, roided out jock got me playing, Mega Man. And, if it weren't for him, I would have never played this series at all. So, fuck it. He became a douchebag, and I'm sitting here doing video game reviews on YouTube. So, fuck it. Whatever. Anyway, we're coming up to Cutman right now. And like I said earlier, Cutman is the easiest boss to beat with just the Buster Cannon. And with him, the thing is, you just got to get in the right spot so you can jump over his scissors when he throws them at you. And I'm just fucking playing like ass, but whatever. Just get in the right spot and jump over them. Fuck. I'm jumping around all over the fucking place. Come on. Shit.
Okay, so it's been a while. Let's try again.
At first you don't succeed, try again. Oh, what the hell?
Okay, whatever.
Alright, third time's a charm. There you go. About fucking time. Now with the Cutman weapon, you should be able to take on the next boss with no problems at all. So let's go and fight Electman. In this stage, you're going to have to go through twice, and you'll see why in just a moment. Okay, the first thing you want to do is equip the Cutman weapon. You use it on these guys, and it makes it so much more easier to get through this fucking stage. That's why you beat Cutman first, because this stage, you need his weapon. It makes a world of difference. Watch. See? It makes this stage so much fucking easier. Okay, these blocks that disappear and reappear, they're not too difficult in this stage. Just take your time, move over one at a time. There you go. No big deal. Alright, you see that? That's the magnet beam. We're going to come back to that later, but it's very important.
Well, you see, when I was a kid, I didn't have the instruction manual for the game. So, I had no idea that you can acquire the magnet beam in order to get past some of the harder stages. It wasn't until a friend told me what the magnetic beam was used for. And without it, there's absolutely no way you can beat the game. It's fucking impossible. So, nowadays, when we have game facts and all kinds of shit and YouTube videos, it's much easier to get through this game than it was back in the 1980s. See, I'm fucking hardcore.
Alright, here we are, Electman. All you need to do is use your Cutman weapon, and 2 shots should be able to take him out. The first shot will work like a boomerang and hit him twice. There you go, he's fucking dead. Now we can use his weapon in the Iceman stage. But first, we're going to go back to the Electman stage and use his weapon to get the magnet beam. Without this thing, we won't be able to get through the Iceman stage. Or we could, but it'd be extremely difficult, so we need this. Trust me. Alright, now to take on Iceman. And trust me, you need the Electman weapon to get through this stage and the magnet beam. So, you'll see why in a second. Now, when I try to take on these guys without it, it makes it much more difficult. So, you want to equip yourself with the Elect Beam, and you'll be able to take them out with one shot, no problem whatsoever. That's all you need. That way they don't separate and fucking kick your ass. Alright, these blocks, once you know the pattern, they're pretty easy to get through. And the best part is you don't have to worry about dying if you fall off. So, this is fairly easy once you figure out the fucking pattern. But it's the next part that's really fucking difficult. And trust me, I have never been able to do this without the magnet beam. These things, I just could not fucking get through this part without using this. And look, it's even difficult even when you have it. God damn it, get off me! Fucking bastards. Yeah, you're gonna take a few hits here, but fuck it. With the magnet beam, it makes it so much easier to get through. Just make sure you don't run out. There you go. That is the hardest part of the entire game, in my opinion. Fuck that noise. Now, the rest of the stage is pretty much fucking easy. Alright, Iceman is really easy. Just a few shots of the Electman beam, and he's fucking toast. All you have to do is... that's it. He's dead before he even gets to shoot you. Alright, this part here, this is the Fireman stage. And you need the magnet beam to get through this fucking part, because there's absolutely no way to avoid that fucking shit. Okay, there's not too much to say about the Fireman stage itself. It's relatively easy. You just gotta look out for these guys, because when you shoot at them, their explosions actually cause damage to you. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I gotta say about this fucking stage. Okay, here we are, Fireman, and we are gonna use Iceman's weapon, obviously. But let me show you a neat trick you can use with the select button. Alright, when you hit the select button, every time you hit it, it registers an extra hit. So keep hitting it, and boom. There you go. I know it's cheating, but who gives a fuck? Okay, we're ready to take on Bomberman. Bomberman, not Bomberman. Bomberman. Don't get your video game characters mixed up. Alright, in this part of the stage, these bombs that shoot up in the air, just go up against the wall and just keep jumping, and they won't even hurt you. It's as simple as that. Alright, at the end of this stage, all you have to do is drop down to the right, and you won't get hit by those things. All the way to the right. Alright, now we use Fireman's weapon to take him down. Once again, fairly easy boss. Just avoid the bombs and you're good. Yeah, I mean, don't get hit like me, but just keep shooting. And he'll be dead. There you go, he's done. And now we can take on the last of the wily robots. Alright, you need the magnet beam here. Alright, wait for this platform to come over. And when you ride it all the way to the end, use your magnet beam. But be careful not to go too high here because it'll cause the game to freeze. I did that the other day. Alright. Now I take on Gutsman. He's a bit of a pain in the ass because of his fucking earthquakes. You have to jump at the right time, but sometimes it doesn't really work too well. But just a few well-placed bombs, and he's fucking finished. He's not terribly difficult to defeat. It's just more annoying because I have really never been successful at avoiding his earthquake attacks. So the key is to stay as far away from him as possible. There we go. He's fucking dead. Alright. Now it's time to take on Dr. Wily. And keep in mind that if you don't have the magnet beam at this point, you're going to have to go back and get it. Because there's absolutely no fucking way you're going to be able to defeat his stages without it. Okay, here's the part that's a real pain in the ass. You need to use your magnet beam here, because there's absolutely no way to get through this part without it. Fuck trying to get on those fucking guys, because they're just gonna knock you right into the fucking spikes, and if you know Mega Man, spikes will kill him instantly. Alright, here's the part I was talking about. You definitely need your magnet beam here. And you have to conserve your energy, because if you run out, fuck it, you gotta start the stage all over again. So make sure you have your magnet beam and it's fully charged. And we're about to take on one of the hardest bosses in Mega Man history, the Yellow Devil. Now watch me take on this son of a bitch with only using one Electman beam. Yeah, just one. Yeah, I'm going to use the select trick, but the key is to avoid all his flying parts. If you can do that, then you're pretty fucking good. Holy fucking shit. There you go. Just keep hitting the select button over and over and over again until this son of a bitch is fucking toast. There you go. Yep. That's what I'm fucking talking about. One shot.
Yeah, I know it's cheating, but I've beaten the game the normal way once. And only once. I'm not doing that shit ever again. The game's that fucking hard. It's not like Mega Man 2 where you can just blow through it in a matter of minutes. This game was actually pretty tough. So, fuck it. I'm cheating, and guess what? I'm fucking proud of it. So fuck you.
Okay, for this boss battle, you're going to do the exact same thing you did with the Yellow Devil. Equip the Elect Man Beam and use the select button trick to defeat this fucking guy, because fuck it. Doing it the old-fashioned way is pretty tough. In this battle, there's a lot of flickering going on, so half the time you can't even see what the fuck's going on. It's just fucking crazy. And the sound is just atrocious. Oh, come on, just one more. There you go. Alright, for this boss here, you want to use the Gutsman weapon. Just grab on the blocks and throw them at the bubble machines. It's as simple as that. Now, there's not enough blocks to beat them all, so you'll have to use a different weapon to defeat the remaining bubble machines. But it's not terribly difficult. Sometimes I use the Elect Man Beam because it reaches them when they go up to the ceiling, but it takes a lot more hits to defeat them. You just gotta be positioned at the right spot. There you go. Alright, one more. Oh, come on, what the fuck is this fucking shit? Really? Whatever.
Look at me!
Okay, let's try this again. Alright, here's the thing that sucks. If you die, those blocks that you used earlier with the Gutsman weapon, they're gone. So, I guess I'm going to have to try using Mega Man's regular Buster Cannon in order to beat this. Now, in the beginning, the bubble machines are very slow, so you just have to stay in the corner and just keep shooting at them as they come. And I seem to be having better results than I did before, so this is new for me. Usually I use the Elect Man weapon, but fuck it. This seems to be working just fucking fine. You're gonna take a few hits because it's impossible to jump over them, but you know what? Fuck it. Holy fucking shit. Well, I learned something new. This is much easier to do. Fuck yeah. Alright. Alright. We're about to take on Dr. Wily, and you know what? We're gonna do the same fucking shit that we did earlier. We're gonna equip the Elect Man weapon, and we're going to use the select button code. Now, I've managed to defeat him the normal way once. He's not terribly difficult to defeat, but it just takes a while. And since I'm really, really low in energy, I'm gonna have to rely on this fucking code. So yeah, keep hitting the select button with the Elect Man Beam, and watch how fast this fucking power bar goes down. Yeah, take that, you fucking bastard. I'll fucking show you. Now, he has two forms. Once you defeat his first form, you'll have to fight him. You'll have to fight him again. And this is not nearly as difficult as it looks. Yeah, there's a lot of flickering going on, but fuck it. Just use your Elect Man Beam, and as he's backing up, he will take hit after fucking hit. Watch. Watch how fast his fucking power bar goes down. Yeah. There you go. It's fucking simple as that. Just keep doing that fucking shit, and he'll be fucking done. Alright, look at that. Watch that shit. Boom! Roasted. And there you have it, folks. Dr. Wily has been defeated. And then Roll swoops in and takes all of Mega Man's weapons away. At least that's my theory. That fucking bitch.
Alright, there you have it, folks. Mega Man, a game that turned out to be one of my favorites. Now, you've heard the phrase, don't judge a book by its cover, right? Well, the same thing can be applied for video games. So, sometimes the game's artwork looks really, really shitty, and it turns out to be a great game. And sometimes the artwork is fucking fantastic, and the game fucking sucks ballsack. It's a gamble. You really don't know until you play the fucking game. But, so one of these days, we'll have to go over and talk about Phalanx for the Super Nintendo. Very strange box art cover, but actually, this made me actually want to buy it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's just weird. Anyway, I'm done for today, so until next time, Savage Squirrel, signing out.
Lay down, Elliot. Lay down. Good dog.